Okay, here's an example where we're trying to find the minimum number of edges that would be needed to be duplicated to Eulerize this graph. So what does it mean to Eulerize a graph? Well, I've written out the definition here for you already. It means to add repeated lines to make all points even number. So let's do the steps. First step, put the number of lines at each point. So I'm going to come in here, and for each point, I'm going to put the number of lines. So there's 2 lines that hit this point. 1, 2, 3 lines that hit that point. 1, 2, 3 lines that hit this. 1, 2, 3 lines that hit that. 1, 2 here, and just keep going. 3, 4 that hit there. 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2. So there's the first step. Write how many lines hit each point. So put the number of lines at each point. Step 2, add repeats to make all the numbers even. That's what it means. You got to make all of them even. So do you see how this and this and this are odd, and this and this and this and this and this and this and this? All those are odd. So we have to make them all even. So we're going to add repeats to make them all even. Now notice I wrote down here, you cannot add new lines, but only repeats of old lines. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can't come in here and say, okay, I'm going to add a line from there to there, because then that'll make this 4, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 now, and that'll make this 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't do that. Why? Because there never was a line going from this point to this point before. That would be a new line, not a repeat of an old line. Do you see the problem? That's not allowed. That's a new line. So let me give you the idea behind why we care about this. Real life, lots of government and businesses care about this because say they have a street cleaner and they want to put him on this corner, or a postal delivery, or a garbage truck. Okay, it's going to be on this corner, and it wants to cruise over every street exactly once and come back home, and only hit every street once. It doesn't want to waste a bunch of time and money going over the same streets more than once just to get back home. It wants an Euler circuit. That's what an Euler circuit is a route where you hit every line only one time. That's an Euler circuit. You hit every line only one time, and to have that happen, you must have all even numbers. The only way we've proven, it's been mathematically proven that the only way that you're going to have a route, a circuit, that hits every line only one time instead of a bunch of repeats to get back home is if they're all even numbers. So this is why governments and businesses care so much about this, because it's big dollars to them. It saves them a lot of time and money if they can plan a route where they only hit every street once. Now, that isn't always possible. Like in this case, it's not possible because we don't have, for this city map we're looking at, we don't have all even numbers. We have a bunch of odds. That's going to wreck it. So we need to add repeats. That's what we're going to do over here. We're going to add repeats of old lines to make all the numbers even. To make them all even. And then there'll be an Euler circuit that's possible. But we can't add new ones. Let me get rid of this. That would be a new street. So we're not talking about actually building new streets. We're just indicating how many streets would need to be repeated to make the best possible route. How many repeat streets would be required. So let's start adding streets. So we can add like a connection between those two. You see how that would make this 4 and this 4, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 hitting there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 hitting there. See how nice that is? And you can do the same thing over here. So now this is 4 and this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 hitting there. 2, 3, 4 hitting there. So we made those even. But that's not going to work quite as well on the top and the bottom. If I add this one, that makes this 4 and this 4. And this one, that makes this 4 and this 4. But then we get these extra 3 and 3 still. We got to make those even. You think, oh yeah, we'll just do another one. Yeah, there we go. Now he's 4, but wait, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is now 5 because it was 3 to begin with, and now we just added 2 connections, right? This new road and that new road. And so it went up to 5. It's odd again. That didn't work. That kind of wrecked it. Let's go back. So we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we can't add that. Well, then what are we going to do? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We could add boom, boom, boom. Just connect those two directly. This is now 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, hitting this guy. This is now 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, okay, yeah, but what about this? Did we wreck this guy? No, he was 4 before, and we just added 2 hits to him. So now he's 6, right? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 that were already there. 5, 6, the 2 new ones. He's still even. Same thing with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 that were already there. The 2 new ones. 5, 6. 6. Beautiful. We added repeat. These are repeat. They're not new streets. They're streets that already had connections. How many did we add? Well, it's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We added 7 new streets. So that's the best. That's the minimum number, 7. That's the best we can do. We added 7 edges. And what we're saying is if you want to have the garbage truck, post office person, street cleaner, cruise all around town, hitting every street only once and coming back home, really you're going to have to repeat 7 streets. That's what we're really saying. We're not saying those red lines are not really, this isn't really a new street. There already was a street between these 2 points. By putting another mark there, we're saying you're going to have to repeat that street. The garbage truck is going to have to go this way and then back, and this way and 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 back. 7 streets are going to need to be repeated. That's the best we can do. So that's better than 10 streets. You know, they hire math science people. Companies, businesses, and government agencies hire math science people to look at a map like this and figure out the best route so the garbage truck, post office person, street cleaner can go around town repeating the least number of streets and come back home. We just found 7 streets would need to be repeated to make all the numbers even and be able to come back home. That's called Eulerizing a graph, making all the numbers even, adding the least number of repeated streets you can to make all the numbers even so that an Euler circuit is now